What is the smog? Yes, good. So when we talk from the perspective of smog, smog is nothing but it is a combination of two words. So basically it is smoke plus fog. Okay, smoke plus fog is nothing but smog. So here, what is a fog again? What is fog? Okay. Yes. So fog is basically, when we talk about fog, fog is basically, it is nothing but it's a cloud of particles. It's a cloud of particles. So what kind of particles? Particles may be water vapor, particles may be let's say any dust particles. So it is nothing but fog. Okay, fog usually it reduces the visibility. Okay, that is one thing. And whenever smoke, what is smoke? Smoke is nothing but it's a mixture of various soot particles, various dust particles, or various other particulate matter that is being released due to various regions. So it is usually composed of some things like soot particles. Soot means the black material that is being emitted, that emits when we burn something. So soot or particulate matter. Okay, so it is composed of that. So smog is nothing but it's a mixture of smoke plus fog. Okay, so that is one thing. And then when we talk from the perspective of smog, smog is basically is of two types. Okay, so one type of smog is known as, it is sulfurous smog. It is known as sulfurous smog. And other type of smog is known as photochemical smog. Sulfurous smog and photochemical smog. So what is sulfurous smog? Now you try to understand. Sulfurous smog is basically, it is a mixture of various things like sulfur. It is a mixture of sulfur plus smoke plus dust particles. Okay, so sulfurous smog, it is nothing but it's a mixture of sulfur, smoke and dust particles. So here we are saying cloud of particles. So what are those cloud of particles? That will include sulfur plus dust particles, and smoke is common. So when sulfur is the constituent, then that is known as sulfurous smog. And this kind of smog would be generally found or formed in which kind of climates? Means usually it is found or formed in cool, humid climate. In cool, humid climate, it would be formed. That means usually this would be formed in winter. Usually it would be formed in winter. So cool, humid climate. So we can see that in winter times. So this was for the first time, this was observed in a place called in London. Okay, so this has been for the first time identified in London. So because of all these reasons, this sulfurous smog is also known as, we can say it is known as winter smog. It is known as winter smog, or it is also known as London smog, or it is also known as the reducing smog. It is also known as reducing smog. Why? Means sulfur which is present, it has some reduction properties. It is a reducing agent. Okay, so chemically I hope like we can understand what is reduction and what is oxidation. So this composition, this mixture is a reducing, this has reducing property, reduction properties. So that's how we will call it as reducing smog. As it can be formed during winters or cool, humid climates, it is called as the winter smog. And as it was found for the first time or observed for the first time in London, so it is known as London smog. Okay, so these are some important things. Usually these areas would be confusive areas. They will give statements and they will say let's, like for example, which of the following statements are true with respect to sulfurous smog? And they may give options. So there they may use options like it is also known as oxidation smog, or they may use like it is also known as Los Angeles smog, likewise. So there you need to have appropriate idea. Okay, so remember, likewise. So these are various aspects related to sulfurous smog. Okay, and then what is photochemical smog? Okay, so next thing is with respect to photochemical smog. So here, yes, reduction. Reduction means corrosion. So such kind of activities or such kind of issues would be the consequence. So reduction reactions will happen, and any materials that are there, they may deteriorate in their quality. Okay. Sulfur has the property. Sulfur dioxide or such kind of these kind of components have that kind of property. Okay, so that is their chemical nature. Okay, chemical nature of them. Okay, likewise. So what is photochemical smog? Photochemical smog means it is produced when the nitrogen oxides and volatile organic compounds in the presence of sunlight. So when they react, usually there would be release of peroxyacetyl nitrate plus ozone. Okay, and when such kind of reactions will occur, then there would be release of peroxyacetyl nitrate and ozone. So these components, peroxyacetyl nitrate and ozone, so they will become the part and parcel of the photochemical smog. So here we are seeing that photochemical smog. Photo means these reactions are happening in the presence of sunlight. So that is why we are using photo. Chemical means there is a chemical reaction running between two different components and which is resulting into release of some other pollutants. So this is how the photochemical smog will occur. So whenever nitrogen dioxide is present in the environment, so then photochemical smog involves it would be resulted due to presence of nitrogen oxides. Sulfurous smog would be formed or caused due to presence of sulfur dioxide. Can you able to understand? So if sulfur is there, then that would be sulfurous smog. If nitrogen dioxides are there, then it would be it leads to photochemical smog. Okay, so here when we talk from the perspective of the photochemical smog, usually when these kind of components are released into environment, so they will leave a kind of brown haze in the environment, brown haze which reduces the visibility, So that's how this type of smog would be formed. Okay, so here smoke would be there and other particles would be there. Particles are like peroxyacetyl nitrate and ozone. So they would be released into environment. So that is one thing. So here we will call this type of smog as summer smog. Usually this would be seen in summer times. Okay, summer smog. Or this smog has been for the first time identified in Los Angeles. Okay, so correct the spelling, Los Angeles. Okay, Los Angeles. So we have found this in Los Angeles. So it is also known as Los Angeles smog. And these components have oxidizing properties. So we can also call them as oxidizing smog. Likewise. So these are nothing but some of the things that you have to know with respect to this smog.